been 24 years, I believe it's been for Billerica.
Yeah. So
you were a member of a team that lost another championship in your play day?
Yeah, so 2008, I was on that team that lost at Harvard Stadium to Duxbury. And then we were back there in 2022, and we lost in double overtime. Both those were in double overtime, so now we just got to get out of that regulation.
So your personal journey then, having lost as a player and a coach, what's that like getting over the top as a coach now?
Oh, it feels great. Like, it feels unbelievable. You know, we got a little nervous there at the end when they stuck that last goal and they were winning the face-offs. And then our defense just the defense getting that stop was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Timmy Murphy picking that ball off. Unbelievable.
How were you guys able to keep your composure when you're up 11-4 at the half, and they never tied it up until 16-all? It was 1-1 and then 16-all.
Well, I think the big thing, our offense was clicking, so we knew if we could get stops and our offense would keep going. I wish we got a few more stops than we did, but and then we just had to start battling the face-off. I expected we pulled out a couple timely ones at points to kind of get the ball back to our offense. Nolan made a couple big saves too. So we knew that my big meeting with them was like, we knew they were going to be going all out. We dealt with it pretty well, and now it's just about finishing the game. And they did a great job.
Let's go back with that halftime, 11-4. They come out and win 6 the first 7 and put it on a 5 spot, so then it's 11-10.
Yeah.
Had to be, I mean, obviously nervous at the end as well,
Yeah.
but in the middle there, your offense wasn't, clicking. It was more like they were just winning most of the draws.
Well, the big thing was, once we got to offense, we scored. It was just we had to get at the offense. So the face-off guy, he number 5, he did a great job.
Yep.
Yeah, he did a great job in the second half. So we just had to get the ball, just keep getting the ball to the offense. So the defense had to come up with stops, and we switched the zone for a little bit, and that kind of worked for a little. It slowed them down a tiny bit. And then they figured the zone out too, and then they were scoring again. So we just knew we needed the ball last at that point. I turned to my assistant coach, Peter Smythe, was like, we just need the
break
ball
up the
last.
score in there in the beginning was Martin again. He had 4 and 4, but he's the one who got that 12-10 goal, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so he broke it up and kept the guys in.
Yeah, he was riding really, really well. He's a great ex-attackman. He's just smart. And if he's scoring, we're usually playing well. It means he's kind of like the last line of defense. So, but yeah, that was what a game.
What was said in the timeout when it's 16-16? What do you say to the guys in that moment?
I mean, we had worked on that little set play that we ran. So I turned again. Peter Smythe was like, "Should we run it?" And he was like, "Yep, we ran it." And then once they set up, I thought it would work just by like the personnel. Like I knew the kid would kind of slide fast on Tremblay. And Jackson Garrett just slipped off the backside. He was just all alone. And I mean, Adam Priest with the ball. I knew he'd put it right on his stick. It was just about kind of getting the right personnel, and it like worked to a T. So, and then I was worried on the face-off again because that was a huge thing.
Coach Ryan, your ride all day was aggressive. Got a couple goals out of it at least.
Yeah.
Stuff about that ride and kind of how you preach it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like opposite of what we do most of the time. Like normally we drop just to be safe and take away transition. That's what we did against Mansfield because Mansfield was like super fast. But I kind of thought that we could make some plays on them. And once it kind of worked the first time, I was like, all right, well we might give up a goal or two, but if we can create 4 or 5 goals, then it will offset it. So no, they just kind of like let our attack make some plays, and they did. Minimar was great. Braden Martin, he was on the ride, was sick. Adam Priest picked one off. Cam had the hit on their stud pole, which led to a goal. The ride was phenomenal today. I kind of said to the guys, I knew they were really good 6v6. Knew we were really good 6v6. I thought we had a win between the boxes. And then face-off too. When we were winning face-offs in the beginning of the game, I thought we were set, and then they changed the face-off kid. That kid 5. He had a hell of a game.
So like you said, you've only been part of these thrillers here in the state final. How does this one stack up to them?
Yeah. I mean, that was the best one. We won, so that was the best one. But, yeah, I mean, normally it's like 14, 13, 17, 16 for state finals. Those guys, I mean, Billerica and Reading, those are 2 of the toughest towns. I knew it was just punch for punch. Those guys weren't going to – I knew they weren't going to quit. I've seen their scores all year. I've talked to some of those coaches that played. I'm like, they fight. So I knew it wasn't going to be an easy out. Even when we were up 7 goals, I knew they'd make a run. I was just hoping we could kind of keep a buffer. But, yeah, what a game, man. Holy.
And for Jackson to be the guy where he missed 90% of the season, and you got to net the winner, what does that mean?
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, he's the guy you want the ball on his stick, so throwing him the pass, I felt pretty good about when I saw it was him that was going to be in that spot. But, yeah, I mean, he's a tough kid. Broke his leg. Like I think he actually might have played on the broken leg for a little bit, and then once we figured out it was his tibia, his fibula, he sat out. But yeah, I'm so happy for him. He was like itching to go. What a game!
You kind of look back on this season. You know, what was it about this group that you feel like allowed them to win the state title? Like, what would you remember? What are you going to remember about this
Just
team?
this unselfishness. Like they were just such a. They're a little more old school Billerica crew, especially our captains. Like our 6 captains. I've going through the captain process. Like I didn't know who to name as a captain because we had so many good guys. So I just named them all. You know, I mean, they were all wicked hardworking. So all great kids. Like, but yeah, the biggest thing is just their teamwork. Like unselfish on offense. I mean, we played 2 midlines equally. Started a different one every single game. And then defensively, they're just playing as a unit. Like our 2 D middies can play offense, but they just accepted their role. This is a special. That's a special team, man. Especially them. Some of those kids won 2 state titles. A lot of them played on the hockey team and then came and won lacrosse one too. So they stepped literally off the ice on Sunday. And we had practice on Monday.
Did you think